the end of the day, for me, this is really, like, this is a story about Max and Lenny, right? And how they affect each other. And yes, one of the main ways that they affect each other is encouraging each other in their faith in different ways. But I mean, it means so much to me because it's, y'all's story is essentially my wife and I's story. And so every time, what, you didn't know?
I had no idea.
Well, I mean,
this.
Yeah, like emotionally, like I wasn't a foster kid who had never been, like I was more the Jake, sort of like PK or Savannah side. But as far as like the rebel who falls for what on the surface you would call the good girl, and they change each other and like life changes. And, you know, I started calling my wife as a joke when we were 16 and 15 years old.
Wow.
Because I saw her sing. She sang this song and I was like, what is happening right now? And I started jokingly calling my wife, and then it took about 2 days and I was like, wait, that should be a real thing. Like I should make that happen. And we've been together ever since.
Oh my God.
I had no idea.
Romantic.
Yeah. I say all that to say, like, I know that feeling. Like I know the feeling of like you looked across the field like we did in the film, or you saw somebody as they were doing a monologue and you know, like, and you're like, something is different, something is never gonna be the same. That's really what our show is. It's the story of Lenny and Max and how they affect each other, and faith is the main element, but of course there's other things. So it was so much fun to me, and again, I don't know if we ever necessarily talked about this because you guys are honestly, you're just so good at it. I never had to like push you far enough that I would have had to share. But when we were doing those scenes, whether it was the first time you were looking at him when he's giving his first monologue, and just that look of like, huh, or certainly the stuff you guys were doing on the bench in episode 2, where that's really kind of the first scene, and then tracking that all the way. Everything I'm looking for when I'm watching you is he representing how I feel about my wife and how I knew I felt when I was, you know, Max's age, and vice versa. Am I seeing the looks from Lenny that I saw from Brycey early on in our, you know, relationship? And you guys, again, y'all were just doing it so well, we never really had to talk about it. But that's the thing that I was looking for, which I think is magical, is very hard to do, and also is very rare. But that's the story of A Week Away, such that like the big last song, we're doing that last song, you guys are singing at each other, and like it's a big number and everybody's singing and Carla's dancing and Boggs dancing. It's not a mistake that we push in and we end on just Max and Lenny. Is that what I'm seeing? Because I'm living it and I know what that feels like, and I remember what it looks like early. I just kind of realized in looking at that last frame as we edit it for the last time, and it's two of you, I'm like, oh, that's my wife and I. So thank you guys.
Hey, yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's an honor, and it was such an honor to do it with you. We had so much fun. We
The
just
most fun.
laughed and enjoyed each other the whole time. It was fabulous.
Yeah. It was
Haley Bailey, it was so great.